Hey everyone, welcome back. Wartime Wisdom. I'm Kate. I'm glad you're here. Today I want to talk about being nickeled and dimed. You know, I don't know if it was Dave Ramsey we heard this from, but when we were going through his course of financial peace and budgeting and all of these things, it's like my mom goes, yeah, we nickel and dime ourselves to death. And I'm like, wait a minute. And just really hit me again today. I'm like, we are being nickeled and dimed. It's the little things. We think it's no big deal. It's this little bitty dime. No big deal, nickels and dimes. But nickels and dimes, if we don't track our nickels and dimes, am I going to track my 10s and my 20s? Our nickels and dimes are getting eaten up far faster than they were. You know, it's that wonderful inflation word. But how do we track the small stuff? Most of us won't go out and make a huge purchase without thinking about it. And yet, the impulse, they know we do it. And they have it set up. You go through the cashier checkout line at the grocery store, and there's this whole rack of candy just sitting there calling your name. All of these little things. They go, oh, they won't go buy it if they've got to go look for it. So I'm going to put it right here. And we pick up things and put them on the thing. And then we go, what did I do? Do we even know how much the candy bars are now? Or that 16-ounce bottle of pop? Soda? I don't know what you call it. You know, it was 99 cents not very long ago. And I was like, oh my gosh. Then it went up and I'm like, oh my gosh. A 2-liter is over $2. You know, it just keeps going up and we just keep giving them our nickels and dimes. And we want to be wiser than that. Okay? We want to manage all of our finances. That is how we get through wartime. That's how we get through downtime, rough times, all of it. We have to manage all of it. So how do I do that? Do I know what I'm spending my money on? That I talked about last time about getting yourself, and I don't have it with me, just this little bitty notebook where I write down everything I spend. So I know I don't get to 2 weeks from now going, wait, I only have this much left in my account. What did I do? It's not so much the big things that will trip me up. It's the little things. It's these little bitty things that if I'm not paying attention to. Yeah. I was listening to a story full of interviews from people who lived in and through the Great Depression. And this one man said, you know, every Saturday we'd go to town. Every Saturday I would get a dime. That's what I'd get. Not too much longer, or I'd only get a nickel. And it was soon that I didn't get anything because there was literally no money. People had no money. So it got me thinking, what would I do? How would I function if the money just stopped? Would I be paying attention to every nickel and dime? You betcha. So why don't I pay attention to it now so I have trained myself to pay attention instead of when I'm already sliding off the cliff? The time to prepare for war is before war happens. The time to prepare for an enemy's attack is before the enemy attacks. You know, it sounds very simple, but it's true. And we want to not just survive what's coming. We want to come through it, being a blessing with our faith and our strength intact. And the only way to do that is by paying attention to every little thing that we're doing. You know, am I just grabbing paper towel to wipe up a small spill and throwing it away. I know, they're paper towel. But paper towel costs money. And when I use it, I don't get it back. What if I began the process of getting away from disposable, one-time use, whatever, and looked more at towels? Can I wipe up with towels? Of course I can. You know, it's little things. It's little things. Nickels and dimes, but they add up. Am I finishing all of my dinner? Nope. Next time I shouldn't make so much because I don't want to throw it away. Is it salvageable? Can I put it in container and can I have it for lunch? Most likely. And do I need to eat 3 meals? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. If we start looking at everything we do, I know, overwhelming, isn't it? So let's make a list. We're going to start by looking at our nickels and dimes. You stop for gas and you run into the convenience store and you grab something. You most likely did $2 to $3 worth of nickels and dimes. Because convenience is more money. We buy things for flavor. You get tired of just drinking water. You want something with a little bit of pizzazz, right? But if we want to survive what's coming, and I don't have a crystal ball, that's not who I am, but it doesn't take Wile E. Coyote genius to go, things don't look good out there. How do I better take care of me and mine? How do I do that? How do I tighten up? How do I batten down the hatches? How do I prepare for the storm? You know, what do they do for a hurricane? They put heavy-duty plywood over windows and stuff. You know, you go to protect things. Let's protect things. Let's look at what we're spending our money on and going, do I need that? Can I do with less? Can I do without? It's nickels and dimes. Nickels and dimes. It's the small leaks in the dam gone unchecked that create large cracks and will sink the ship. Yeah. I don't want to sink our ship. I want us to be wise. And the book of James in the Bible tells us if anyone needs wisdom, we just got to ask God for it and he gives it, which is so encouraging because I need wisdom. I don't know about you, but I know I do. So life goes on. I've got one chick coming out of my eggs today. That's awesome. I thought maybe I had counted wrong, but I've got one. You just kind of see its little beak pecking out and another egg is wiggling. So we will see what happens. I'll keep you posted. But every one of those are spoken for. They're going to a friend's. They're starting their own flock. What can we do? They're going to raise their own chickens and have their own eggs and feed their families, which is awesome. It's nickels and dimes. Every little thing we can do makes a huge difference.